is a very nice beat to be jamming out to early in the morning.
I like it.
Nothing too crazy, nothing that makes me want to go back to sleep. Just we're just jamming first thing in the morning.
I was trying to find some 8-bit royalty-free YouTube stuff for this, and this is the best thing that I found.
It's good.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Well, why are we finding 8-bit music this morning? Just because you feel like it?
Yeah, because every morning I wake up and I am not ready to go for the day until some 8-bit music is playing in my ear.
It's true.
Did
you know that?
That's how I power up in the morning, if you will.
How you power up in the morning?
Yeah, power up.
How can I do that in the morning? Because I tend to do that at night.
Just try.
I feel like I get the wrong power up at night.
Yeah, this is you in the morning.
That is exactly me in the morning. And then at night I'm like, power up. That's so accurate. It hurts me. Which is funny because the last 2 mornings we've woken up on purpose before 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Which for me is
unheard of.
It makes me feel do the first one again?
What's the power up?
No, the power down.
Power down?
Yeah. That's me. But today was a very good reason to wake up early in the morning. And the reason for that is because we have more land details for Epic Universe.
Woo! So excited about this one.
And this one is one that, yes, you have said that you are very excited about and that you can't wait to go to this land.
Well, considering the fact that it's already open in Tokyo and it is already open in California. However, the one at Epic Universe is supposedly going to be the biggest Super Nintendo world in the world at any Universal Park. So I'm super psyched that the largest one is going to be down the street from us. And I've been watching videos. I've been learning about Super Nintendo World for at least a couple of years now, especially since the one over in Tokyo opened up. I've been watching videos, thinking that it just looks so cool to be able to walk into the world of Super Nintendo and Mario. Were you going to say something?
One thing that I think is really cool about Nintendo is that there are so many games that you can play, and Mario is in so many games. We played Mario Golf?
Mario Golf, Mario Tennis.
Mario Golf, I didn't rest until I beat the game. It was before I played Disney Dreamlight Valley, and but that game was so much fun. And then you and I played that other game more recently.
We played Super Mario U Deluxe on the Switch, and we also played Super Mario Wonder on the Switch.
Is that the one where I was Princess Peach and
yes.
I could fly with her dress?
Yes.
I like that game a whole lot.
It's so great. But yeah, we love Nintendo. I've loved Nintendo my entire life. I had the original NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. That came out in the mid to late 80s, I believe, and I think I got it for my 3rd or 4th birthday.
Really?
Literally.
No way.
I swear to God. It was so much fun. The original Super Mario game is always going to be the most iconic game for me. After that, I got Super Nintendo. Later on, I got Nintendo 64. Then I got Nintendo GameCube. And then more recently, we've upgraded to the Nintendo Switch. So I've been a Nintendo boy my entire life.
I need you to make a T-shirt that says, I'm a Nintendo boy.
That's me. I am so psyched for this land and all the details that were announced today by Universal Orlando. We're going to go over those details right now and kind of give our thoughts, and let us know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube what you think of all of these announcements. What's your favorite part about these announcements? What are you most looking forward to? Let us know in those comments. We'd love to see them.
Yeah. As for me, I don't remember any of the games we had. I cannot recall any of those game systems, just that we had a bunch of them.
Man, I'm just going to be hitting this for you all day.
But I really can't remember. I played a lot of games, but I don't remember which ones they were.
It sounds like you need rescuing, Princess.
I am the princess. Yes.
Sorry, Mario, your princess is another castle. That was the most frustrating thing in the world in that original game because there was 8 worlds, and every time you beat one of the worlds, it's like, yeah, I did it, and then it was like, just kidding, she's not here. It's like you got to go to another land, you got to go to another world.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it! And then you couldn't save your game on NES. You couldn't save anything, so you had to try to beat it while you're playing it, or you left it on and run up your parents' electric bill. That's kind of how that worked.
Which was a lot lower back then.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But yeah, Super Nintendo World details have been announced by Universal Orlando for the upcoming Universal Epic Universe. We are going to cover everything starting right now. Go ahead, Danny. Start it off.
From the fun of Mario Kart to careening through Donkey Kong Country, experience all of the interactive excitement of the Super Nintendo World opening 2025 at Universal Epic Universe. So we're going to jump straight into Super Mario Land, and we're going to just go ahead and jump straight into what they've announced today and more of the details so that, you know, we wanted to know them, and now you guys get to know them. So Battle Team Bowser on Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, journey through colorful landscapes on Yoshi's Adventure, and more. That's part of the description for Super Mario Land. Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge. Ride through iconic courses, throw shells, and collect digital coins to beat Team Bowser. You've never experienced Mario Kart like this before. On Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, you'll put on special goggles and steer through iconic courses alongside Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach. In this interactive ride, Bowser challenges Mario in a winner-take-all race on courses from the Mario Kart gaming world. You'll collect digital coins and throw shells to try to defeat Team Bowser and win the Golden Cup. With multiple outcomes, it's a different experience each time you ride. Minimum height, 42 inches.
Yeah, so that is actually the highest minimum height in all of Super Nintendo World, which is interesting because there's a coaster coming that we're going to talk about. I am so excited for this. I've tried to avoid videos of this because I don't believe that a VR-based attraction where you wear goggles will translate well to somebody's POV video.
No.
So I've been avoiding videos of this attraction because I want to experience it the first time myself when I'm on the ride wearing the goggles, and then I can make a true judgment on what this ride is like. I am psyched for this. I've been playing Mario Kart, like I said before, for like 32 years. All different iterations, everything from Rainbow Road, all the iconic courses. I'm so excited to see them in person on this attraction. Now, interesting that there's multiple courses that you can play. So it might be like a randomized type of thing, maybe like Guardians of the Galaxy, where you don't get the same song every time. You never know what course you're going to drive when you're on the attraction. And the really cool part to me that stood out from the video that we watched of the Universal Creative folks that made this announcement is that there's multiple outcomes and it's a different experience every time you ride. And you can actually collect the coins and throw the shells. That makes for a game-changing experience. It's not going to be a one-and-done along the lines of a Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, where it's the exact same ride every single time. This could be different, and it sounds like you're going to actually be battling the people who are on the ride with you. That sounds awesome.
I mean, I'm my only concern about this ride is the wait time.
Sure, yeah.
Because, okay, so the other day we went on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and I got this close to capping out at the score. And what was the first thing I wanted to do?
Go back on?
Yes. So if I felt like that about a ride that's been around for like, I don't know, a million years.
Sure.
How are people going to feel when they ride this?
I mean, it's a new park. It's Epic Universe. It's opening brand new there's gonna be long waits.
But all
At
I'm
least a
saying,
year.
it's gonna be a year wait.
No. There's gonna be long waits for at least a year.
Did you hear that? There's gonna be a year wait.
Estimated wait time. What's that math? How many minutes is that? 525,600.
That's a good one. I
Nice.
appreciated that.
That was the quickest my brain works in the morning. That was pretty great.
That's one of my favorite musicals, and I was still like, how many minutes in a year?
you knew it all along.
Oh
It's
my
always been inside you.
All right, so even though when it opens, the wait time is going to be 525,600 minutes.
And not a minute less.
Not a minute less. It's still going to be a ride that everybody's going to want to ride. But I really do think there's going to be like that. As soon as you get off, you're going to be like, I almost did it I almost did this part.
Yeah.
Or I almost did this. And I think it's going to be the re-rideable and the desire to go back on and try to beat
Yeah.
your score is going to, be very strong.
I want to see all the courses that they've got in there. I want to see which iconic, because they said specifically in the video that there would be courses from the Mario Kart world.
Okay.
So they said courses. So I'm curious to see which ones are in there because there's some pretty iconic ones. Like Rainbow Road is probably the most iconic one of them all.
Sure.
So I would assume that one's going to be in there, plus a bunch of others. So Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. Well, moving on to our next attraction that was announced, and that will be Yoshi's Adventure. Join Yoshi's and search for the glowing eggs as you travel through Mushroom Kingdom landscapes in this enchanting family-friendly ride. Take a ride with Yoshi's and search around Mount Beanpole for the glowing eggs in this enchanting family-friendly attraction. On Yoshi's Adventure, you'll weave your way through iconic Mushroom Kingdom landscapes, encountering many familiar characters and spotting hidden colored eggs along your journey. And on this ride, there is no height requirement. It is deemed kid-friendly, and from what I've gathered from video that I've seen from the other parks, this is basically like Super Nintendo World's version of the People Mover. I love it.
So one thing that I noticed in the video that they released today, and I hadn't noticed it before, but maybe because I just haven't been that observant, is that they're on the thing that's like basically holding you in, or like keeping you from leaving the ride.
Yep.
There are 3 little eggs on there,
Mhm.
and you like hit the egg.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be interactive?
Yes, they are,
Okay.
as far as I know.
Okay. But it looked really, really cute. I feel like we don't have kids and we're not looking to have kids at the moment But I feel like if we did have a kid with us or we had one of our friends' kids with us, that like having something like that where they can just be like with their little chubby hand and be like
Yeah.
like, oh, egg, like it would,
Squish.
yeah. I made a different sound than squish. For us child-free millennials, something like that would be fun. But also knowing that we can bring our kids, like our friends' kids, with
Yeah.
us, or like be with our friends, and the kids won't be like upset that there's not something for them. I like that there are things that level the playing field in terms of enjoyment, and that I think that all ages will enjoy this because I think it's going to be just really like visually pleasing.
Yes. Oh, the colors in this land are going to be iconic.
And honestly, one of the things about going to parks is it's going to be hot. It's going to be busy.
It's gonna be me.
You are on your A game this morning, Mr. Neville.
Sometimes when I wake up early, my brain works better.
What
I
does
don't know.
that feel
Yeah, what does
like?
it feel-
But what I was going to say is slowing down and allowing yourself to like look at everything
Yeah.
around you and like,
That's why I love the People Mover.
I know I love the People Mover too. But what I'm saying is like having that is a really like, sometimes you need to be reminded like, slow down, look around, look how cool this is. Like, I cannot. I love Yoshis. Like I love Yoshis. They're like the dog of the Nintendo world.
Essentially. One thing
If
I
you could
also
ride a dog.
yeah, one thing I also love about Yoshi's Adventure, the attraction. They didn't mention it in this video, but we did hear and see about it before. That not only will you be able to ride Yoshis that you see like in this concept art here on the screen, if you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/a couple of park hoppers, but in addition to the Yoshis that you ride on, there will also be some accessibility friendly ride vehicles that are you can ride a wheelchair on or an ECV, and they will be Yoshi eggs that are like broken in half that you can ride inside the egg. So rather than on a Yoshi, you're in an egg in your accessibility vehicle.
I love that.
And I
That's
think
so
that's awesome.
cute.
That's so cool.
Well, speaking of things that make me go, I want to talk about the next thing.
Go for it.
'cause you know that I'm a character girly. If you've been listening to us, you know I'm a character girly. Well, up next, experience Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and other favorite characters. Meet Mario and friends face to face. There's no mistaking those famous caps and mustaches. Meet Mario and Luigi and have your picture taken together. Snap a royal photo with Princess Peach. Enjoy an audience with Princess Peach in her gazebo and take your photo with the Mushroom Kingdom's loveliest character. Strike a pose with Toad. Toad may be small, but he's got a big smile and a big heart. Come meet Toad and snap a photo with him in the Mushroom Kingdom. Note, appearance of characters listed is subject to change without notice, and not all characters listed are guaranteed to appear at the same time or on the same day.
Yeah, because they got stuff to do around the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
They're not going to be meeting at 3 o'clock every day because Mario's got stuff to do. Luigi's got plumbing to do. Peach has got Jack Black to sing to her. And Toadstool has got some cooking to do because he's got a whole restaurant in the land that we're going to touch on next.
Well, first off, I've seen like the pictures and videos of like the character interactions, and it is so cute. One thing I want to mention is I love that they look like they jumped right out of the game.
Yes.
I love that these are not face characters.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine if these were face characters and they were
No.
like the live action movie people. Oh my God, that would be horrible.
So I cannot stress enough how grateful I am that I don't have to be like, hey, Mario,
We're the Mario Brothers.
how are things in the places?
Yeah.
Like
oh my God.
trying to make conversation, which sometimes you learn to do, but this is just going to be such an overall better interaction for everybody involved because they look like they just
Yeah.
appeared
Thank
out
God
of the game.
Thank God it's not the Super Mario Brothers Super Show people.
Yes.
with Bob Hoskins, and I can't remember who played Mario off the top of my head, but Bob Hoskins was Luigi, who was also Smee in Hook. He was that show was just terrible. It was great when I was young because it went from it was a cartoon version and then it went to the real life underground New York City plumber versions, and it was like, this is so weird.
I never watched
Looking
that.
back on it, we're gonna watch it. It's terrible.
But I watched a lot of Hook. But what I was going to say was we've seen the pictures, we've seen the videos, we know what we're getting.
Yes.
And it is something to look forward to. This is going to be...
Peach, you're so cool.
I feel like this is like when I don't know what the equivalent for Disney bounding is in terms of characters, but I feel like we're going to see people with pink dresses.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get a pink dress and go meet Peach and wear a crown.
I'll wear jeans, a red T-shirt, and a red hat or something.
Should we dress up as Mario and Luigi?
For Halloween?
No, just
in general.
Should we
We're just gonna go around with mustaches and overalls.
Should we unibound?
Sure.
Is that what
unibound? Ooh, I like that.
Is that what we should call it when we're dressing up like characters but without wearing costumes?
Universal Orlando. When you trademark that someday, we came up with it.
Unibound. Yes. But would you be Mario or Luigi?
Mario for sure.
But you're much taller than me.
Yeah, but Mario's the dude.
And who is Luigi?
Hit the second one. Let's be honest. Mario is the guy. Mario's Nintendo. His last name might as well be Nintendo because he is the heir to the fortune.
If we ever try to dress up as Mario and Luigi, I'm just gonna have to stand behind you for all the photos so I
Right.
look super tall.
Right, exactly.
And a fake mustache. But overall, I think these character meet and greets are going to be extremely fun, and I cannot wait for them because all of you at home, I just know it. You're all character girlies too at heart, so you're ready for it too.
That's awesome. I cannot wait to meet these guys because I've never met Nintendo characters before. So this will be some iconic photos.
Yes.
All right. So moving on to our next part of the Super Mario Land portion of Super Nintendo World, and that is a dining location called Toadstool Cafe. And you can see what Chef Toad is cooking up at Toadstool Cafe. Savor Chef Toad's tastiest creations at Toadstool Cafe quick service dining location while you watch playful scenery of Mushroom Kingdom through the windows. Fuel up at Toadstool Cafe where you can watch Chef Toad cooking up some of his favorite recipes and see playful scenes of the Mushroom Kingdom through the windows. That was kind of repetitive. Enjoy tasty creations prepared daily, including soups, salads, and sandwiches, as well as delicious entrees and delectable desserts.
Well, guess what?
What?
I love soups, salads, and sandwiches, as well as delicious entrees and delectable desserts.
Have you had a chance to watch
Yes.
videos from
Yes.
the Toadstool Cafe from the other parks?
Yes, I
It is
have.
awesome.
And the reason I kept saying yes is because it looks insane.
Everything is like uber themed. Not just the environment, but the food itself. Like when you get the soup, it comes out in a giant mushroom thing where like you take the red cap off and the soup is like the bottom of the mushroom, like in the bowl. All the hamburger buns have the logos like burned into them. The stuff that's happening outside the windows, there's all kinds of immersive things happening. The lights will start blinking when Bowser is nearby, and like it's so great, so great.
I think when things are like super themed, like I think we should call them uni themed. I think we should just start adding the
Because Universal's doing a good job.
yeah.
Yeah, they sure are.
I feel like we should add uni for like different things to describe them.
Yeah.
Unibound, uni themed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to eat there now.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Every time I see that, I'm like, ugh, now I'm hungry.
And I remember seeing these dishes that weren't your typical like burgers, chicken fingers, theme park food. It was like soups and sandwiches and like spaghetti and meatballs
It was like
and like
was there like a ramen if I remember?
there was definitely a ramen for
'Cause
sure.
I
That
remember-
might be an Asian park thing, but I'm not really sure.
I don't know if
They
you would
didn't-
want ramen in Florida.
They didn't release a menu for Toadstool Cafe for Orlando yet.
I
but
think because
yeah.
I remember there was like a mushroom bowl, and then they had like the head of like
Yeah.
And when you opened it, it was like the ramen was like beautifully like decorated.
Mhm.
So I'm all for like beautifully plated food. I like that's not something you really get a lot at theme parks. Usually it just is like in a bag.
I remember
or like something like that.
I remember seeing. I
Or a
think there was like a
paper plate.
dessert cake that looked like Mount Beanpole, and I think there was like a cake that was shaped after the Power Up Star.
But also, just to like reiterate, we don't know what they're gonna serve
Right.
because
Right, the menus are not out yet.
because just like comparatively to like Disney and Universal in other countries compared to here, it's totally different.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. Everything also is going to be so stinking Instagrammable.
Oh my
Be
God.
ready for
Yes.
your FYP, your page on all of the social
many-
media.
So many good looking dishes.
Yeah, like it's going to be ridiculous,
I
but pretty. All right, next up, Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown.
This is really cool, by the way.
Play with family and friends as you test your quickness, skill, and timing in a variety of interactive challenges at Super Nintendo World. If you're wearing a power-up band, you can collect a digital key each time you win one of these key challenges. Gather enough keys and you'll be able to unlock the Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown. Collect at least 3 keys with your band and you'll get the chance to confront Bowser Jr. to recover the stolen golden mushroom in a final shadow showdown. Recommended for ages 5 and up. Use the keys you collect from the challenges to unlock and infiltrate Bowser Jr.'s lair.
Real quick, let's look at the screen here. YouTube.com/a couple of park hoppers. If you're not watching, you can watch us every episode. It's awesome. And if you join our Patreon, patreon.com/a couple of park hoppers, you can get early access to that video version of our podcast. But look at the screen here. How cute are those power-up bands? You got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Diddy Kong. There's so many different ones. They're colorful. They're kind of like They're kind of like Unimagic bands. That's what we're gonna do, right?
I don't think we can say magic.
Unibands.
Wait, how about epic bands?
Ooh, epic bands, nice. But yes, you can purchase these power-up bands and play games all around Super Nintendo World. How awesome is that?
Which one would you choose right off the bat?
Mario, for sure.
I think that I would need Princess Peach so we could be matched.
Oh, gross.
It's funny when
Mario and Luigi, and there's Peach.
Peach.
You're so cool.
That's going to make a big comeback when it opens.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. You imagine how many TikToks and Instagram reels are going to be set to that song now?
But it's worth it because that song is
if the sound doesn't get removed.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But those power-up bands are all available for purchase at Epic Universe Super Nintendo World. The power-up bands. I just wanted to play the sound.
Oh my gosh. Well, here are the key challenges. Goomba Crazy Crank. Turn the crank to make the ground spin fast enough to make a Goomba fall backwards, winning you a key. Piranha Plant Nap Mishap. Run back and forth, tapping multiple alarm clocks to put the huge piranha plant back to sleep. Koopa Troopa Power Punch. Hit a POW block with a perfect timing to send a Koopa shell up the pipe and knock over the Koopa Troopa. Bob Bomb
There you go.
Kaboom Room. Gather fragments of a key from around the room and assemble them before the giant bomb goes kaboom. Thwomp Panel Panic. Are you fast enough? Try to flip every tile on the wall to be the same color and win a digital key.
I wanted you to read those because there's so many weird words in those descriptions. I was very much looking forward to seeing how you did, and you did great.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome. Bob Bomb tripped you up a little bit, but
well,
it was great. Good job.
Well, it just like as I was saying that my brain had a question mark and my mouth was already saying the next word. So I was like, was that correct?
Right.
But I mean, overall, there's going to be so many fun things to do, and I'm all for it. I'm excited.
I love that there's this whole Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown around the land without ever having to get in line for an attraction.
Yeah.
You can walk around, you use your power-up bands, and then just collect keys and coins and all kinds of stuff. Oh, coins. There we go. I got that sound too.
Yeah.
But just being able to go around the land and play, even if you go to Super Nintendo World one day and just try to do that. You know, it's kind of like the data pad stuff at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Like, there's so much stuff to do without ever getting on an attraction.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. It's such an immersive experience, such an immersive part of the land to really immerse you into the world of Nintendo, where a lot of the stuff that you'd be doing in these challenges would be something that you would actually do in the game, like hit those question mark blocks and try to collect coins and get keys and things like that.
Yeah, I do like that a lot of the key challenges are I think it's automatopoeia.
Wow.
Like
big word.
I think automatopoeia is when the word is actually the same sound that the actual sound sounds like. So like thwomp. Like yeah.
You know what thwomp is?
What?
Thwomp is those big looking those rock looking things that like come slamming down.
Oh.
That's what thwomp is.
Okay. Well, when you look at it though, some of it looks like onomatopoeia. Like
like the guy up here. That's a thwomp.
right. Okay. But like when you look at it on like the page, it does look like it's onomatopoeia.
Sure,
like,
yeah.
Like, because it's like
the old Batman cartoons.
Yeah, like Koopa Troopa pow or
Bang,
punch.
pow.
Yeah, like
Thwomp.
ba-bomb kaboom. Like everything like is an onomatopoeia. It feels
Yeah.
like it with this stuff, but it's supposed to imply like all of the noises that are in the game. And I really like that they like made it so fun, the
Yeah.
names. I mean, everything in this land is fun, but like I like that even the little details of that is fun.
So one more thing we've got to cover here at Super Nintendo World for Universal Epic Universe, and this is actually going to be, from what I've gathered from the video, it's a completely different landscape from Super Mario Land, which is, again, is a land within Super Nintendo World. But we're going to go explore Donkey Kong Country. And again, it's a completely different landscape than Super Mario Land. You're exploring through very lush jungle with rhythm and music. In the video, they showed some Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong drums. There will be some music playing all around. It's going to be really fun, really immersive. As of right now, there's no dining or shopping that has been announced inside Donkey Kong Country, but I'm sure there's money to be made. I'm sure there will be shops. I'm sure there will be dining. All kinds of fun stuff.
Can I just say something about this real quick?
Go for it.
What's your favorite fruit?
Banana.
I feel like there's going to be a ton of banana stuff.
They should bring back the banana smell like they used to have on Kongfrontation.
I just think that, like, for somebody who...
That's what I want.
Like, if there's a banana option on a menu, or, like, peanut butter banana, chocolate banana, you're not even a dessert guy, that you're like, ooh, that's calling to me.
I'm in.
I feel like there's going to be a ton of banana stuff.
Just don't let the minions in there. That's all.
No, wrong land.
All right, so the key attraction that is coming to Donkey Kong Country is called Donkey Kong Mine Cart Madness, where you can take a wild ride through Donkey Kong Country. It is up to you to help Donkey Kong protect the golden banana. I'm going to refrain from commenting on that because I will tell you off the air.
Okay.
It is up to you to help Donkey Kong protect the golden banana on Minecart Madness. Enter the majestic Golden Temple, board your minecart, and take off in this thrilling family coaster. Speeding through the mine, you'll appear to jump across the gaps in the track and perform other eye-popping feats from the Donkey Kong Country video games. Universal Creative, in the video that they released today, also announced that there will be, quote, 0 screens used for Minecart Madness, and the minimum height for riders, as they did state as a family attraction, is 36 inches or 3 feet tall. So you're almost there, Danny.
Almost. Any new ride, like we discussed at the last land, when you were like, I don't know about that, and I was like, get me on it, say less, put me in the line. This is a ride
It's
that
gonna be awesome.
If it's gonna be for like tiny humans too, like we know it's not gonna be that intense.
It'll probably be like a Big Thunder Mountain type of intense. Nothing too nuts.
I feel like it's gonna be better than that though.
I'm not saying not better or worse. I'm saying like that level of intense that anyone can pretty much go on it.
Yeah, that would make sense. I also feel like
Or like a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
I feel like this ride is going to be so smooth too. So that's another reason, because like both of those rides, some rides can sometimes be a little bit more like jerky and like
like Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, when you said when you said that, I was like, but I would imagine that it's probably going to be like sitting in the back of Big Thunder Mountain.
Yes.
Not the front.
Right. The worst part.
Yes.
The back is so much better.
Yeah, they're two totally different rides. There's my 8 a.m. showing. My 8 a.m. is showing right now. I need you to make the power down sound now. That's so I'm totally ready for this ride. As soon as we saw like the technology where it looks like it's jumping over the open broken track, I was like, oh, that's so cool.
It's ingenious.
Yes.
I was mind blown the first time I saw that. What?
You said mind blown?
Mind blown.
Oh, I thought you said mind blown. Like
I was-
mine cart.
No, wow. I wish I was that cool.
You are.
I was so mind blown the first time that I saw how they were doing this, and for a peek behind the curtain, a peek behind the magic, if you will. Basically, the roller coaster track that you're riding on is tilted on its side. So instead of you riding on top, you're riding basically on top of one of the sides of the rails. So picture this. The roller coaster track is sideways, and then you're riding on what's essentially like a boom arm, and then you are kind of just floating above the actual track, but there's going to be more or less like a fake track that you're riding on that looks like you're riding on the Donkey Kong type of track. And when there comes time where you're going to jump over parts of the missing track, you're obviously not going to actually be jumping, but it's going to look and feel like you're jumping, but you're going to be staying on this oddly tilted track.
So if you're watching on youtube.com/a couple of park hoppers,
It's hard to describe.
if this was your track,
Yeah.
this random koozie that we got, this is the track that you're normally going on.
Yeah.
And this is your vehicle, these unloaded Amazon carts.
Okay.
And you're driving on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Like here you are sitting in the vehicle.
This is a good visual.
What would happen is the track turns, and then between the track there's going to be like a line or basically like what's holding up the cart. And so you're still in the cart, nothing's changing for you, but the entirety of the track is able to carry the car because it's turned like that. I don't know if that makes like more a visual sense when you're looking at it on a video.
There's going to be like a boom arm that looks like this with like a little tilt here, and then your car is going to be on the end here where the fake track is going to flow underneath.
Use my hair clip to be the boom arm.
Okay.
Here, there it is.
Yeah,
There you go.
There we
See,
go.
there we go.
You guys, you got to go to youtube.com/a couple of park hoppers where you get the most insane visuals you've ever seen.
Yeah. Now
When describing a roller coaster with a koozie, Amazon cards, and a hair clip.
also, now you've learned 3 things that have accidentally landed on our podcast table.
Good thing the cameras only show some part of our studio.
Yes.
It's a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, but luckily
But
they
you
were
don't
here.
know that until I told you.
No, it's not a mess. But what I was it's actually not that bad.
No, it's
but these are just 3 things that happen to have landed here. But I hope that kind of does helps with the visual.
Yeah.
If you're listening, I definitely recommend going on here so you can get our very professional visual that we just provided for you. YouTube.com/a couple of park hoppers. But do you have anything else to say about the coaster?
No, I'm just really, really excited to get on it. It's the fact that there's no screens is going to be really cool. I'm excited about that. There are some indoor portions of this ride, which I'm pretty surprised that there wouldn't be some sort of.
You think like animatronics
screen
or something, or do we not
backgrounds?
know?
I would imagine animatronics, yeah, and there will also be set pieces that are moving and things like that. I'm frankly kind of shocked that they went so far as to say that there is 0 screens, because I figured maybe the indoor portions at least would be helped by the use of screens.
Sure.
But I'm really excited to see what they cook up in that lab. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that leaves our that wraps up everything for Super Nintendo World.
Yes.
Awesome. We are so excited about this land. We can't wait as Universal continues to release so many details. I am going to leave all of you listening with a bonus fun thing to do, though.
Go ahead.
This is not going to fit the music you're
Okay.
playing.
I'll kill it for now.
Okay, so if you are listening and you went to Halloween Horror Nights, and even if you have not watched the Chucky show yet,
It's definitely not.
I'm saying this because Universal goes hand in hand with Chucky.
Okay.
what I would do is you are going to call this number 201 500 3347 for a Universal themed surprise.
Okay.
That's also Chucky themed.
Sounds good.
That's your bonus content right there.
It's too early for me to do the laugh, but
No. But I'm just so excited as more information comes out, more information about Epic Universe. We should be getting, speaking of Chucky, Halloween Horror Nights news at some time soon because we're halfway to Halloween.
There's a lot of speculation out there on some of the houses.
I know.
Very exciting.
So, and then like we talked about earlier this week, we've got plenty of things opening and on the Universal side for June and July. So, you know me, I have to sprinkle a little Halloween in and let the people enjoy it.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for listening to Disney Magic and Beyond, presented by a couple of park hoppers. Again, if you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It does help our channel. I promise you, it helps us. And be sure to click that bell icon to be notified anytime we post a new video. It'll send you an email. It'll send you a notification to your YouTube app. Leave a comment on this video. Like we said before, what are you most excited about for this Super Nintendo World portion of Epic Universe? What are you most looking forward to experiencing? And
if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other podcast platform, be sure and follow us right now so you never miss an episode. And also, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, if you were listening, stop right now. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star review because we really appreciate it. It helps us to grow. And we love knowing that you enjoy what you're listening to. And so, make sure you reach out. We're excited about this. We want to hear what else you guys are excited about. And I think it is time for us to start the day, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Gotta go to work now.
Oh, no.
This is not our work. This is
not yet.
This is a side gig.
Not for now.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, but I think we're going to go ahead and let you guys go.
Yeah.
If you are off today or enjoying a theme park, enjoy it for us. But until next time.
We'll see you around the parks. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. We love you.